Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness just released some new footage in a Cinemark trailer? I mean, between this and a spokeswoman who's definitely been to an AMC before, Nicole Kidman, I am obviously obsessed with the film exhibitors joining the marketing fray, so let's take a look here.
If you're watching Doctor Strange on a screen this small,
oh, I would never.
You're in the wrong universe.
Oh, okay.
Experience the Multiverse of Madness. The way it was truly meant to be seen.
Okay.
Big. Prove it.
That's new.
It's more powerful when it's cinematic. And there's no place more cinematic
Than in a cinema?
Cinemark.
Oh, okay.
Multiverse of Madness. Find out more at Cinemark.com. See the Cinemark XD.
I mean, was anyone planning on watching Multiverse of Madness on an iPhone 4 from the end of a long hallway? Not that I'm complaining, because there were definitely a couple new shots in there that we should break down, especially since they do connect to some new clues for the Scarlet Witch that we have not really talked about yet. Now, first was this shot of Doctor Strange saying, "Prove it." You can see on the right side of the frame that he is talking to America Chavez, and this might be part of the scene where she flees down the street from Gargantos, with Doctor Strange slicing that bus in half while other sorcerers slay the creature. I'm curious to know what Doctor Strange was asking her to prove. Perhaps that she's from another reality, one in which she had a friendship with Doctor Strange and she knows everything about him, so he's like, prove it. And she's like, I know you use a guard from a box to form that goatee, and he's like, oh man. But we should also remember that Doctor Strange now exists in a reality where the runes of Kafkal have left him memory wiped from the history that involved Peter Parker. From his perspective, Spider-Man does exist, but he never knew that hero without his mask on. And so all the memories he had of Spider-Man were memories of a Spider-Man who stayed masked the entire time in Infinity War and in Endgame and never revealed his name. Strange also indicated to Wang that he had used this spell several times before.
We've used it for a lot less. Do you remember the full moon party at Carmitage? No, exactly.
As we saw with Peter having to take the GED to regain his academic records, that spell warps reality to justify people being faded from memories. So the fact that Strange could just consider it a standard memory spell and then have used it more than once in the past leads us to wonder what other components of the MCU reality have we all taken for granted that might have actually have been the result of past gaslighting on all of us. The prove it that Strange charges at America Chavez might actually be in response to her telling him that the MCU reality of Earth 1999 is a flawed, incomplete reality. Really, the redheaded step reality. Like, how the hell do you not have mutants in a Fantastic Four in your universe? Why is everyone so confused how the Defenders and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fit in? It's because this universe is already patched with duct tape after infinite glitches in the Matrix that we never were aware of, and the only sensible way forward is to reboot it. I mean, it's either that, folks, or prove it is Strange's response to America telling him that Gargantos is his bastard son. Prove it. Oh, wait, I did hook up with Nyarlathotep at that full moon party. Now, another new shot that looked pretty sick was of the Scarlet Witch's seance, with the camera orbiting her as she levitates. The camera now takes on the point of view of one of those red chaos magic orbs that revolved around her the last time we saw her in this pose in the WandaVision post-credit scene. Now, we know this seance is going to be an important part of the film. It has appeared in every trailer for the film and was depicted on the cover artwork of Empire magazine. I've speculated that this could be taking place in the courtyard of Camartage based on the floor tile beneath her feet matching the geometric tile configuration we've seen elsewhere in Camartage, like in the shot of Rintra and the other sorcerers being attacked with explosions. But this orbital shot shows us more of the surrounding architecture and the background, including the inner chamber directly behind Wanda, lit with a golden glow, and at the far end, 3 windows that open up to a pale blue and white location. I wondered if these could be a type of rotunda gateway for Camartage, like the one Wang and Strange left open to Siberia that allowed a blizzard to freeze the interior of the New York sanctum.
One of the rotunda gateways connects to Siberia. The blizzard blasted through.
Because someone forgot to cast a monthly maintenance spell to keep the seals tight.
By the way, I still find it interesting why Spider-Man No Way Home would go to so much effort to construct an entire Frozen Sanctum set just for a throwaway joke. And it reminds me a lot of how Sony allowed Skrulls to tie into Spider-Man Far From Home as a concession to their producing partners, Marvel Studios, for a separate project that Feige had in the works, and that the Frozen Sanctum with the Rotunda Gateway left open could actually be a plot point that will come back in Multiverse of Madness. I might be overthinking it, I do that a lot. But that set and its multiple phases of de-thawing throughout the film just would have been a sizable chunk of the production budget for just one gag with zero other plot implications. Now sure, Marvel pours cash into resizing gags in the Ant-Man movies, but those set pieces are really core to the appeal of the Ant-Man world, the reason people go watch those movies. But a frozen sanctum had nothing to do with the Spider-Man movie. This is just a mouthful of saying that Doctor Strange and Wang's unclosed Rotunda Gateway could be a symptom of bigger problems within the Sorcerer Network. At the very least, Sorcerer Supreme Wang letting its responsibilities fall through the cracks because other crises are demanding his attention, which would explain why he was rushing back to Kamar-Taj in No Way Home. I've also been pointing out how the transportation methods for characters in Multiverse of Madness based on other trailer footage seems to be broken or at least disabled at the moment. No one in the footage we've seen so far has used sling ring portals once. Instead, we've been seeing other magical ways of getting around, like trick doors, star portals. Maybe after Ned overused sling ring portals in No Way Home, the sorcerers have, for now, shut down the whole network. The windows behind Wanda in her seance could be that New York Sanctum's glitchy Rotunda Gateway link frozen on the other side that Wanda could have used to transport herself to Kamar-Taj. Or alternatively, this gateway could be an exit point to another location like the blue-tinted British Museum set of the Illuminati Citadel, which we know Wanda will also attack in another sequence of the film. But my favorite new detail about Wanda is in her new Scarlet Witch costume, which ever since we realized this is an upgrade from the WandaVision version of the look, we keep finding more details hidden in the design here, like the Mind Stone-shaped opening on the collar to show her ongoing grief over losing vision. But the Empire magazine photos gave us a clearer look at the texturing throughout these wardrobe pieces. Her tiara, her shoulders, her chest pieces are all covered in these scratches. And if you look closely, they're all radiating outward from her heart. Just a fascinating way of showing how all of Wanda's actions in this film, her breaking of reality, her breaking of the multiverse, all stem from a broken heart. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Erik Voss, follow New Rockstars, subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love. Thanks for watching, bye bye.